Ringo, still out there doing his thing. 85 years old, man. 622 Dixon Dividing, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us. 13 hours of live and local programming every day. You get Dixon Dividing in the morning. You get Skippy and Jimbo. You get Leland live on the road. And then, of course, you get the Chump Father and company in the evening hours with Breaking Bread. Good stuff there. And you can do that every single day for 5 straight days, Monday through Friday, right here on Talk 99.5. We have some good weekend programming, too.
We sure do.
Our good friend Steve has a racing show.
Yep, Saturday mornings.
You like the racing? You should be there for that.
Mm-hmm.
Senator Darlene Graham says, I'm in, running for the full term to fill her brother's seat. Now, this, of course, is going to be very frustrating to a lot of liberals who lost their minds when she was named to the seat. She was appointed, of course, by the governor of South Carolina. And that is how it works. It is frequently a widow. If, for instance, in the family, you don't have an interested member, then you would go outside and you would be like, all right, we're going to elevate this congressperson, or we're going to move this person from, this job in government or whatever. But I mean, one of the most notable cases was when Hubert Humphrey passed away. His wife ended up being nominated and named to that seat. It's happened again and again and again. Interestingly, liberals completely forgot this. They acted like this had never happened before. What is this, a king? Are we kings now? Are we just naming people to stuff? Is that what's going on? Like, wow, okay. Educate yourself. You look really stupid. And the problem is you're on social media where everyone can see you.
No hiding there.
The funny thing is you're actually on the internet.
Yeah.
You could fact check yourself.
You could
But
very
they don't.
easily go
They
look
don't.
and see, wait a minute, has this ever happened before? Oh, 1,100 times? Okay. And the other thing that they really were losing their minds about is, this woman has no experience. She's got no experience whatsoever. This woman, how dare they just appoint a person with no experience? Excuse me, didn't you vote for Mamdani?
Hello. Enough said right there.
I mean, this is the guy who had zero experience doing anything ever. And now you put him in charge of the largest city in the United States, the financial capital, really, of the world. You put him in charge of that, and he had no experience running anything. You were fine with that. But this is a problem. Okay. Well, I wish her the best. I hope that good things happen for her. I know that she shares her brother's views, which is what you're really kind of looking for, as somebody who's going to be conservative. Stay the course. She knows that Graham was really one of Donald Trump's biggest right-hand men in the Senate, really helped push a lot of stuff through, helped make things happen. He was really working on the SAVE Act when he passed away, and that's tragic because we kind of needed that, and she doesn't have the clout that he had, unfortunately. But I hope that she is able to do something good during her few months here that she's riding out the rest of his term, and then maybe get reelected and find out what it's like.
Well, and again, she was she pondered it for a while and had multiple people talking to her about what her thoughts were on it, and you think to yourself, she probably knew Lindsey about as well as anybody in his life. Donald Trump very close, of course, to Lindsey. They became close there toward the end, but she knows what he was all about. She knows what his heart was, what was important to him, and she could hopefully continue that legacy and the work that he was doing. But again, she said she had to think about it and pray about it long and hard because it's not going to be easy. It's a grueling schedule. And what he was doing, I mean, Lindsey Graham traveled all the time out of the country taking care of things and coming back. She said that he worked all the time, that he rarely took time off away from what he was doing to relax or do anything like that. So, she's had to think long and hard because she has her own family now. She's got kids, and this is going to take a lot of time away from her family. And, is she capable of doing it? And again, she's decided, I'm in. I'm gonna run once this is up these next few months, and then she's gonna go after it. So we'll see. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's a change up, to be sure, especially at her point in life. I didn't watch it because you never know these things can sometimes be very boring. Sometimes they're punctuated by, moments of sheer terror. But Pete Hegseth in front of the Senate
They were so
yesterday.
rude to him yesterday.
Yeah, but
it drives me crazy.
He gave it right back, which
I know,
love.
but I'm
I
like, y'all are,
absolutely
they're
love.
so disrespectful to everybody that they question.
Yeah.
I'm like, you brought them in to ask them questions, and then when you ask them a question, you don't let them answer.
Right.
You're a jerk. I can't stand that.
Well-
give him an opportunity. You've asked the question.
Yeah.
Give him a minute or two to answer whatever it is. But they don't really want to hear what he has to say.
No,
Some of them.
Hegseth called Gillibrand out on it.
Yeah.
Christian Gillibrand, however you pronounce that stupid name. He said, right now you're just making a campaign commercial.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that's all well and good, but we need more money for the military because it was put in such bad shape under the Biden administration. And then he said this, which I've never heard a Secretary of War or Defense or any other secretary ever say about their predecessor. I have no idea what Lloyd Austin was doing for 4 years, but it sure doesn't look like he was doing much of anything. And I'm like, wow, there's a punch in the face if ever I've heard one. He basically called out his predecessor and said this guy was useless. He achieved nothing. He talked about hypersonic technology, and he said the Biden administration just wanted to pretend like it didn't exist. We invested no money in it. We put no effort into it. And, this is the future, and we're a generation behind because these guys just would not engage in that. It's like, yeah, there you go.
He called it out. He's
Well,
just calling a spade a spade.
yeah.
I mean, right. I mean, what did Joe Biden do in the 4 years that he was in office, when he was in office?
He was
and
the best
whether-
president ever, Valerie.
Oh, my
Don't you know that?
gosh.
He was the best,
we got
finest,
little to nothing accomplished
the best
in
president.
4 years.
We were respected the world over.
President Roomba.
People loved us.
Really? Good night. I got to go take a nap.
He got us out of the whole
Out of
COVID
the what?
thing.
Oh, he did,
dragged
did
us
he?
out of COVID.
He got us out of COVID. Did he?
Yes.
Yeah.
And more jobs were created
More
on
jobs
his
on the-
presidency than any presidency.
Really?
Didn't you know? It was like 15 million jobs. They may have just been coming back after COVID, but still, 15 million jobs.
But they're going to
Valerie.
claim them. Yeah.
Of course they are.
Details. Just
There's-
details.
yeah.
Of
Don't worry about that.
Of course they are. Golly Moses.
Hmm.
Look, I love it. I love the fact, and I don't know if Trump briefs these people ahead of time or if it's just sort of a feeling that the entire administration has. They're like, hey, we're co-equal branches here. Don't talk to me like that.
That's exactly
You
right.
can't talk to me like that. You talk to me like that, I'll talk right back to you like that. What do you think about that? And by the way, I'm here voluntarily. I will stand up and walk my ass right out of here if you want me to.
But he didn't.
No.
Nope.
No, he
hung in there.
Yeah, missed the chance of giving as good as you get. If you got to be there and really hand it to them because they deserve it. Oh, there's Bertha circling in the Gulf. Look
Yeah,
at that.
Bertha's just off Mobile Bay.
Boy,
The center of Bertha.
hello.
But you see some of the images from Fort Walton. The ocean is churned up.
Yeah, baby.
Stay out of that thing.
Yikes. Okay.
Ooh.
6:30 Dixon inviting Talk 995, Talk995.com. 545-9950. Drop us a line, why don't you? There it is. Rita Coolidge with the theme from Octopussy. A really, really awful James Bond film. Not quite as bad as View to a Kill, but very close.
Do you like the song?
Oh, I love the song.
Yeah, I like the song.
I love the song. Rita Coolidge.
Forgot about
It's amazing
it.
how the songs tend to be, in some cases, much better,
Better
than
than
the
the
movie.
Yeah.
movie.
View to a Kill.
Yeah, no question. The one Sheena Easton did that was on that movie was terrible as well.
For Your Eyes Only.
Yes.
Your
Oh, yeah. Oh.
eyes only.
Great song. Fantastic song.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible, terrible movie. 637 Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Interestingly, I still think of James Bond, not Pierce Brosnan. Who was it that was James Bond at that time?
Roger Moore.
Roger
Lord.
Moore, yeah. I mean, he's still kind of like my second favorite Bond, right behind George Lazenby, of course. No?
No,
Okay,
no.
sorry.
Mm-mm.
How about a little boating?
Let's do it.
You want to?
Yeah,
We'll
we
get
could
out
do-
there.
Yeah, you don't want to be down in the ocean, but let me
Nope.
tell you what, the lakes around here absolutely perfect
Mm-hmm.
to get yourself a boat, and you should get that from Rodney's Marine.
When you have this still humid air,
Mm-hmm.
getting on a boat that has a Suzuki engine on it, the one with a 5-year warranty, that will help stir that air up and keep you moving, and that Suzuki motor will get you across the lake as fast as you want to go. Be careful out there, of course. And now suddenly you're no longer just sitting and stewing in your own juices.
Now, I'm telling you, so much fun to be out on a boat. We've had the experience out on Lake Logan Martin, and then we've got some beautiful lakes across central Alabama. Look, no matter what lake you're on, Rodney's Marine can deliver that boat to you and do all the service on the boat that you might want. Maybe accessories, maybe it's lights, maybe it's a stereo system, maybe it's the ropes and anything else you need to have fun. Here's the thing. Rodney's Marine has got all of that for you. So give them a call today. Maybe rent a boat, 525-1500. Make sure you follow them on their Facebook page and visit their website at rodneysmarine.com. We love them. Rodney's is one of the largest Starcraft and Suzuki dealers in the state of Alabama. So they know what they're doing. They've got the staff to take care of you. The boats, if your engine ever needs service or the boat ever needs service, listen, you've got them right there at your leisure. So here's the thing. Get in touch with them today and get yourself a boat or rent a boat and have fun. Rodney's Marine can make it happen.
Love me some Rodneys, and you will too. All you need to do is drop by and visit. Miami's cost of living is now out of control. It is higher than New York City's by about 5%.
Yeah.
Even though the taxes are lower. I mean, there's no, this is the dirty little trick they play on you in Florida. When I moved there, I was like, man, there is no state income tax. This is amazing. My property tax was,
Pretty high.
it was my property tax in Alabama plus what I had paid in state income taxes in Alabama.
Yeah.
So basically, they made up for it in property tax.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get you one way or the other, okay? Let's not kid ourselves. So, yeah, they definitely do that. And one of the things about Miami, and you'll find this in almost any city that is blocked off on one side. Mobile is an example. Savannah, Georgia is an example. When you are on a coast, you have limited growth potential, right? You're kind of
Yeah,
stopped.
you're
right there.
landlocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no more land.
So property values go high.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to live, near the
The
ocean,
water.
which is nice. Everyone wants to live near the beach. Everyone wants to have a great view. And so, yeah, it's going to be, a little bit more expensive to live there. But, the thing about it is, if you're moving from New York City, you don't have to move to Miami. If you're wealthy and can afford to move to Miami, knock yourself out,
Mm-hmm.
But you could move anywhere. There's lots of places in Florida that are far more affordable
Absolutely.
than Miami.
East Coast and West Coast.
Absolutely.
West Coast maybe even better.
Yeah, and the middle, by the way, of Florida, which is perfectly acceptable as well. There's lots of places in there that you can go. The thing to remember, though, is don't, for instance, you got to be careful of that panhandle. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the people who live in the panhandle, salt of the earth, hard workers, but I've never seen more Confederate battle flags in my life than I have in a place called Christmas, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
This is virtually the redneck racist capital of the world, okay? I mean, I drove through there one time and I was like, are they having a parade of some
What's
kind?
going
Or is
on?
it- no,
Well,
this
I
is
missed the
just
note.
them. This is just who they are all the time. Like, oh, okay. But there are lots of great places.
Yeah.
that you can live
And
down
the other thing that's probably helped this, I mean, where the numbers are in Miami and why it costs so much to live there is you've had a lot of people move from areas like California and New York to go to Miami. I mean, that it's the hot spot to go to.
Sure.
That is, I can't imagine being a real estate agent down in South Florida. I cannot imagine. Yes, you're probably able to sell houses or condos on the beach fairly rapidly, but I bet there's not a whole lot of inventory. I bet there's not much to work with.
Yeah.
Even with the prices as high as they are, there are people that are still moving there. It's just like, oh my gosh. It's expensive, no doubt about it. I mean, home prices they're talking about have jumped nearly 79%
Yep.
since the pandemic in the last 5-6 years. That's incredible.
79%. Think about that.
That's outrageous.
I mean, if a place was $1 million, which is not unusual in Miami, if a place is $1 million, it's now $1,790,000. That's a huge leap in 5 years' time. Holy mackerel. But it is really the very wealthy that are moving there. That's who's ending up in Miami. You know, the Sergey Brins,
Yeah.
the guys, you know, who the tech gurus who are moving out of California and moving to Florida. Some of the ones who are moving out of New York City, and moving down to Miami. And there's like, okay, well, the cost of living isn't better, but it's not. I'm not just forking over huge handfuls of money to the government.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. Yeah, it includes really Miami, Lauderdale, and Palm Beach. Palm Beach is, man, talk about
Oh,
expensive.
yes.
Miami's expensive. Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, woo,
yeah.
sky high.
Well, that's where
So-
the Streisands of the world live. You know, nothing wrong with that. Nancy Pelosi's got a place down there as well.
That's a shame.
It certainly is. She's bringing the property values down, is what she's doing.
Yeah.
That's the problem here.
That's
Guys
too
with
bad.
hammers just showing up.
Mhm.
And no, that was San Francisco. Never mind. Anyway, there's no reason, by the way, that you also couldn't pick another state that also has low taxation. Texas has some nice beaches. Galveston, right? Corpus Christi.
They're not as
very
nice
lovely.
as, yeah.
Oh, good Lord, no.
Not as nice as our beaches and
No.
probably not as nice as Miami.
Not
But
at all.
yes, they do have some land there.
Well, we're spoiled hopelessly.
Oh, yeah.
Hopelessly spoiled by our beaches and you know, by the beaches down there on Treasure Island just off the coast of Tampa as well. Just they're the same kind of sugary white sand that is on the Gulf. It is so fantastic. But yeah, Galveston's got that nasty brown stuff and kind of oil slicks and stuff on the beach sometimes. Nonetheless, it's a beach and you can have property there, or you can forget about the beach and go live in Tennessee. Tennessee has got miles and miles and acres and hundreds of thousands of millions of acres undeveloped land. I mean, if you want to go and build yourself a mansion from the ground up, find yourself a piece of property,
You
get
can do
it
it.
cleared,
Mhm.
and you could build yourself a mansion from the ground up, and it would cost you about half of what it would cost to live in Miami or New York City for that matter. And again, no state income tax there. They're also less restrictive. You know, there's a lot of great things about these states. Red states are growing, blue states are shrinking for very good reasons. And don't take the cost of living in Miami as a deterrent, or don't take it as anything other than when you live in a place that is locked in and you can't expand in one direction. Like I said, Savannah, Georgia, Mobile, some of the prices in Mobile are insane.
Yeah, they are insane. You know, and the other thing you have to take into consideration if you move to a place like Miami or Lauderdale or somewhere in South Florida, it's not just the cost of where you're moving to, the house you buy or the condo that you buy on the beach. It's the parking. It's the
Oh, my God.
it's the valet. It is when you go out to eat,
Mhm.
the expense of that. It is sky high. And I told you that, I guess it was last year when I was down there, Mom's big birthday. And I was like, wait a minute, we're having to pay to have the car parked? I mean, you either park it yourself and you pay X amount of dollars. I mean, it used to be you didn't have to do that. You just parked your car.
Yep.
Now it's like there's no parking, and if there is parking, you pay for it
Pay for it.
everywhere you go.
Yeah.
There's, you know, unless you live in a neighborhood and you have your own little driveway, everything else is just expensive.
This is another sign of real estate being very very rare there. I mean,
it is.
we can't give you a space to put your car and not charge you for it. That's someplace we could put a building.
That's exactly
Oh,
right.
So yes, they're going to charge you for everything. And by the way, the rent on that is insane. I mean, if you look at it, maybe it's like $14 to park your car there for a couple of hours. But if you overstay your welcome, suddenly you've got yourself a $50 fine, and you go, well, that rent increase went up really fast, didn't it, on that one little spot?
Stayed in a hotel and they wanted like $60 a night to park the car.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
$60?
absolutely.
That doesn't come with the hotel room? No, you don't do that.
Nope.
So this is the real reason Jack Royer left Miami to go to Orlando.
Probably so.
Might very well be.
I wouldn't doubt it at all.
Might very well be. Orlando's cost of living is a little bit more expensive than here in Birmingham. I want to say it's about, probably 15% more expensive than living in Birmingham. But the salary more than makes up for it. I guarantee it. You're going
And
to
you
get
got more parking.
yes,
a lot more parking.
More parking
Just
than
stay
here,
away
more
from Disney
parking than
World.
there, more
Yeah.
parking. Yes, stay away from Disney World. And boy, I even learned while I was there, during the 2 weeks around Christmas, don't bother trying to travel. Don't try to get around the city.
Oof.
Yeah, you stock up the week before Christmas and just stay home for 2 weeks because you can't get anywhere. The entire city is full of know-nothing tourists who don't know where they're going, can't drive, and are just going to get in your way. So you save yourself the frustration and you go, you know what? I'm going to have a little staycation here.
There you go.
Or
That's
in
always-
my case, I would sometimes run up to my beach house and stay there on Dolphin Island for a couple of weeks. HHM Roofing and Construction wants you to know that not all roofers are playing fast and loose with the rules. These are the guys who are actually giving you an instant estimation right there on their website, hhmroofs.com, hhmroofs.com. They've got a little tab on their website that says See Work Near You. Now, you click on that, and you're going to see a map comes up that shows all the different jobs that they have done in your area and really all over the Birmingham metro area. And then you get to read all of the reviews that have been written, every one of them a 5-star review. They are meticulous about taking before and after pictures so that you're able to see what kind of good stuff has taken place and what they were able to do with your place. HHM Roofing and Construction, they're 1,000% transparent. You can't beat them. I'm telling you, there are a lot of roofers in the Birmingham metro area. My choice is HHM Roofing and Construction. Ryan and company are just the best. 396-7077, 396-7077, or online at hhmroofs.com. Is that the original Ricky Zuela version?
Richie Valens, yeah.
Oh, Richie Valens. I'm sorry. Yeah,
That guy,
yeah,
too.
Yeah. Very funny scene in the movie La Bamba where Joe Pantaleone, who's playing the producer who's working with him, says, "We're changing your name." His name is Richard Valenzuela or Ricardo Valenzuela. He says, "We're going to call you Richie Valens." He's like, "Richie Valens? I hate that." He goes, "Could be worse. You could be Ricky Zuela." 6:55, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Scott drops us this line, says, "Good morning, you guys. Have been up since 4 in anticipation of your broadcast. I did watch 4 episodes of The Office to help prime me for Dixon's humor."
Well, Scott,
Wow.
yeah. Why'd you go through all that?
Well,
Just
he-
wake up and
he's-
begin listening at 6.
he needed
Sleep
to
a
kind of
little
work
more.
out. He had to
Yeah,
work
was
out a
that
little
it?
bit. Had to work mentally. Had
Mentally?
to prepare himself
Okay.
for what was coming. Natalie says they should give the Crime Stopper award to the police officer that arrested that one guy that killed almost 30 people.
That's exactly right.
That's a good plan.
Whoever uncovered that.
I like that. Fred says, "Is this how Lindsay is covering up his transition? Stop it."
Fred,
Wrong with
it's too
you.
soon.
Jerry, the angry trucker, says, "Morning, y'all. Biden claims jobs like Bama claims national championships. Y'all have a great day. Roll Tide." I actually kind of feel like, however many you want to take, well, knock yourself out. Counting them the way Bama counts them, and now Auburn had recently just added 8 national championships, right? Didn't they? Something like that?
8.
Yeah, crazily. They were suddenly like, "Oh yeah, we're going to claim 2004. We're going to go ahead and make that." Some magazine somewhere said we were national champions, so we're going to claim that, and okay, whatever. Princeton still has more national championships than any of us if you count them that way. So, all right, whatever. You want to claim a national championship? Knock yourself out. It's not hurting my feelings at all.
It's football, folks. It's
Exactly.
football.
Felicia says, "Sorry, Richard. James Bond, the best James Bond will always be Sean Connery. Next would be Pierce Brosnan. Then Daniel Craig as always." How do you not have George Lazenby in that lineup? I'm a little confused.
Sean 1, maybe Daniel Craig 2.
Really?
Yeah.
You put Daniel Craig ahead of Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he was a better Bond.
Well, George Lazenby way above all these people. I don't know what you're talking about. And then up to
Keep
me,
plugging away at that one.
it's
Okay.
George Lazenby, then Timothy Dalton.
Oh, really?
Talk about being wrong.
So wrong.
Sean says the beaches in Texas are all mud.
They're not very pretty.
They're brown sand,
Yeah.
which, believe it or not, most of the country is used to. That's what East Coast beaches are. That's what West Coast beaches are. Maine's beaches are just giant rocks. And Texas does have that kind of brown sand. And every once in a while, like I remember walking on the beach in Galveston, getting back to the camper. We were camping there. And I had all these tar balls that basically had stuck to my feet. My
Isn't
feet
that
were
fun?
black.
Yeah.
And I was like, "How do you get this off?" My dad's like, "Gasoline."
Gasoline will get
I'm
it
like,
off, right?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, and if you really want to break it down about who has the prettiest beaches, just look at all the car tags that are in parking lots at Destin and Fort Walton
Oh, yeah.
and Gulf Shores. They're coming from Texas to our beaches, and the reason is because Texas beaches aren't very pretty.
They're not very pretty. They are beaches, though. McGee says when they drew the state lines, Alabama and Georgia were robbed. How did Florida get the panhandle? Florida already has all the other coastline and the Keys. Free the panhandle. Good luck with that.
I've said that for years.
Yeah, I don't think they're giving it back.
Alabama got
I
robbed.
have a sneaking
We
suspicion.
get this little bitty piece of coast, and then Florida,
Mm-hmm.
man,
Oh, Georgia too. Georgia. should
Georgia
get some
got
of that.
robbed as well. Yeah,
Georgia at least has some East Coast.
yeah,
beaches.
they've got that over there.
Not very
But the
pretty.
Panhandle should be Alabama. Totally agree
We each
with McGee.
have our passion.
Mm-hmm.
Yours, of course, is the pimento chicken sandwich, and the panhandle. You seem to think the panhandle should be.
Yeah, that's right.
I-
It'll
I'm-
never happen, but
I'm passionate
Long-
about getting Alabama on Eastern time.
yeah,
Like,
that's
why
yours.
are we not on Eastern time? We
Yep.
should be. If you look at the way the line is drawn, it makes no sense
It's
whatsoever.
driving Richard crazy.
It does drive me insane.
Mm-hmm.
That and
I
the
think it's
ABC
more
board.
likely that we'll get on Eastern time than us getting the
No,
panhandle.
we're never going to get the panhandle.
No, not in our lifetime. But
Unless-
somebody screwed that up years ago.
if
Somebody
we-
let somebody else. Somebody got bribed.
Yeah.
Is what happened.
What if we actually attacked? What if we actually got a militia together and we went in and we
Attacked
took
the
it
panhandle?
and seized it for our own and we put the Alabama flag in there and we're like, this is ours now. Could we do that? Is that doable?
Was that really like they said?
Yeah, like a sneak attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Floridians would be
You're
like,
actually for that, Valerie?
A sneak attack?
Yeah.
the Floridians would have a problem. They're like, wait, no, we don't want to pay sales tax on groceries. What?